We did so many stories in the offseason saying that Chad Johnson was never playing for the Bengals again. But guess what? We welcome in Chad Johnson from Bengals camp in a great lid. That is a great hat. Are you happy now to be a Bengal? Are you okay with where things stand?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm happy. I'm smiling. You know, it couldn't be better for me right now.
All right, earlier in the summer, all summer, in fact, when you said you weren't going to be with the Bengals, Chad, I know you got irritated, particularly with me, said you're going to Kimbo slice me, saying you got to go back, which was my best phone message of the year. But could you understand why people were saying, he's saying he's not going, he's saying he's not going. Wait a minute. Why is he going back?
Well, you know, basically I was really talking basically out of frustration. You know, I was tired of losing. I was tired of a lot of things that happened in-house throughout the entire season, which were not made public because those things do stay in-house. But I had some people, you know, that I talked to, man, that I really confide in, and they steered me in the right direction. You know, those people being Ray Lewis, I've said it before, Deion Sanders, you know, of course, my grandmother, who's always been influential in my life up to this point. And that's really those are three of the main people why I'm back here being happy again.
At one point, your coach, Marvin Lewis, said, okay, we're ready to move on without you. When you heard that this summer, how did you feel, and how did the lines of communication get opened up, Chad?
Man, I didn't pay that any mind. I didn't pay that any mind. You know, the Bengals organization, in as far as when it comes to playing football as an offense, you know, I like to call myself the oil to this engine, and without that oil, it doesn't run. So, you know, I took what Marvin said and I let it go on one ear and out the other.
Marvin also told you to be like Kobe Bryant. Kobe demanded a trade from the Lakers, and then he came back, he played, and he was MVP. Can you do that? Can you be the Kobe Bryant for Cincinnati?
Well, you know what I can do is I can be as consistent as possible. You know, I can make all the plays and make things easier for my teammates, make things easier for my offensive coordinator, including Carson and all the people around me. I can work hard at what I do. Trying to get an MVP is a big stretch, you know, for a receiver, but I will try my hardest.
You sound very subdued to me, Chad, and I just want to make sure that when you get into the end zone, you're not going to be subdued, but in fact, there will be some surprises.
Yeah, I will not be subdued. You know, I will always be Chad Johnson. You know, this year, you probably get a double dose of what I have coming. You know, of course, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to do things within the rules. I'm not going to be a distraction to my team or my teammates. You know, I'm going to make the game interesting week in and week out.
A few days ago, I saw a clip from camp where you were saying that sometimes you and Carson just don't get along, that you guys go at it a little bit. But I was sensing, Chad, that you were being playful and that you and Carson have talked this all out. Is that true?
You know, it's so funny you just said Carson's name because he's right here, and we fight all the time. Come on, get in the view. We fight all the time, and it is what it is, and it's going to always be that way. If there are any problem between Carson and I mean, it's part of football, and that's what happens. And, you know, if it gets personal, you know, I just beat him up.
That was pretty good to say that while Carson's standing, he can choke you right now.
That's
right.
Quality television.
If he chokes me too hard, I'll sue him, and y'all just saw it.
All right, we have to broaden this out from football for a second. We know, or I've heard, that you are into the Olympics. What are you watching, and why are the Olympics so important to you? What are you paying attention to?
The Olympics are important to me. Of course, I'm watching Michael Phelps. I'm watching the USA basketball team, making sure they dominate week in and week out, because I don't think any country or any city really compares to what we're able to do in any sport. And I'm hoping that we, you know, I wouldn't want to say sweep, but we win as many events as possible.
Can you beat Michael Phelps in any swimming race that we could name?
Yeah, oh, man, see, the problem with Michael Phelps is there's no competition where he is, you know. Now, if he came to where I'm from, which is the inner city, you know, in Liberty City, I was a 3-time Charles Hadley Pool champ. And if he comes swim, don't laugh. Don't laugh. This is not funny, because some of the best people in the world are the people who are not able to make it to that level. Those are where the best are at. And where I'm from, Liberty City, I know a couple of people beat Michael Phelps right now. Seriously, I'm telling you, and I'm one of them.
We need to arrange a match race.
This is great to hear. Not only do we have him beating Michael Phelps, but we had Carson Palmer in the shot. Thank you for joining us, Chad.
Thanks, Chad. We appreciate it.
Hey, Hey, I love y'all, man. I'm telling you, enjoy the season. Don't talk about me, because if you talk about me, I'm coming to look for you.
You can find me. I'm at Monday night.